Hi, welcome back. Here's the next episode of Looking Up Yonge Street. Hope you're enjoying it. Don't forget to subscribe. Here we go. Been in hibernation for a few days. And a big snowstorm here. You can still see some of the snowbanks, I think, in the background there. Anyway, yeah, I've been just watching reruns of Grey's Anatomy rather than head out and battle with the elements here. Oh, actually, just passing a famous location here, Carmen's Steakhouse. I'm just parked a little way off Yonge Street. I'm going to take a quick picture. Looked it up on the internet and said they were actually closed, so don't know the reason. Maybe they've actually sold the property and they're going to put condominiums up. If you look behind me, there's a lot of building going on in this area, so may not be too much to photograph apart from scaffolding and stuff. Anyway, maybe I'll go across and take a look at Carmen's. Let's have a look here. It says open, but I guess that doesn't mean open. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it says Carmen's Steakhouse coming soon. Oh well. Maybe it's just a temporary closure there. So I think this has been an institution in Toronto for a while. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Just looking at the back of Carmen's Steakhouse here. Bit of interesting detail. If you can see it behind me. Anyway, I'll take a picture. Oh. Probably hear the water running. That's the melt. It was quite cold here, obviously, while it was snowing, but it's kind of warmed up. I think it's about 3 degrees now. Anyway, I'll have to watch out. If you see me looking down all the time, just so I don't slip on the ice. Oh, I was wondering where that was. So, right behind me, and if you can see that, is what used to be the clock tower as part of the St. Charles Tavern. So it's got quite a history, this place. I'll just take a picture. Oh, just across now. See if I can get a bit closer. So apparently up till the 1920s, this was actually a fire station. Station number 3 apparently. And then they moved to a new location. Oh, there it is, right over there. Actually, I'll take a picture. See it in the background over there, the new fire station. It looks like they're preserving a bit more of the frontage as well. Not quite sure what's going on there. You can see the support there. Anyway, after the fire station moved, apparently it was a bicycle repair shop at one time, and then oh, nice shot here. And then a couple of car dealerships. And then in 1950 it was opened as a tavern. It had apparently a Chinese restaurant in it as well. When I say Chinese, I mean Chinese Canadian. Just going to go over there and get a bit closer. Hi. Now, I don't know why they just saved that little piece of frontage rather than the whole lot, but maybe they've actually taken it away and stored it. It seems a little weird. Take a shot. Oh, not really wide angle enough. So I think as they've saved it, they're actually going to include it as part of the new condominium that they're building. It's a bit more dramatic here. As I say, there's a lot of new building going on here, mainly condominiums, I think. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to see today. Oh, what's that? Oh, there's some interesting crepes here. You see those? Japanese crepes. I didn't know they had crepes. Some interesting fronts behind me. Like another Japanese restaurant in there. I won't take a photo, I don't want to embarrass them. Just coming up to Wellesley now. Maybe I'll take a shot looking up the street. Nice looking frontage there, but just all painted black. I guess they're waiting for somebody to make them a good offer. Actually goes on, let's have a look down here. No, but there's a sculpture. I don't know what it's about. I don't know what this building is. I don't suppose you know what this building is, do you?
No, not really.
No?
Sorry.
Trying to work it out. Interesting looking modern building anyway. Just cross the street and get a picture of it, I think, right? Just take a picture from over here. Still can't see the street number, maybe it's on that sign. Don't know what else is going on down here. You don't know what that building is over there, do you?
Which building?
The one with the kind of sculpture outside.
I have no idea.
You have no idea? Okay. Well, this is typical of a lot of the old housing in Toronto. This one hasn't been fixed up too much, but one next door seems to have had a bit of TLC. Is this your house? Always wanted one of those houses, but they're really expensive. What that is. Wixon Social. Get a closer shot than that. Building doesn't look too old, but they did some nice brickwork on it. Okay, heading back now. Building across the street looks original. Quite nice patterns on the brickwork. Hi. Okay, I think I'm going to cross here, go down Gloucester. Kind of an interesting building on the corner. I think at one time that was called the Big Shirt House. I guess that's a joke, right? You know, it says it's a Masonic Hall, 1888. Doesn't look like that's going to become a condominium anyway. Oh, maybe I'll go up and take another picture. Bit of interesting woodwork here. If you can see that. Yeah, a little bit. Take a pic.
Hey, how are you? Right on, guys. Nice to see you.
Actually, I think this right behind me. I'll go across the road and take another picture, but this used to be a very well-known restaurant in the late 70s. It's called Fenton's. Had a great courtyard with lots of greenery in it. I don't know if it's actually been demolished or they built on the existing structure. Anyway. Hi. Do you know if they demolished the original building or did they just renovate it?
This is still standing right now.
Oh, it's still the original building?
That one that's been demolished.
Yeah. But this one is, because it used to be Fenton's at one time, you know, years ago, right?
Yeah.
In the 80s, right?
And it used to be a mall at one point.
Yeah?
Yeah, a little mall.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's been through a few iterations, right?
Yeah.
Mind if I take a picture of the front door? It's quite nice, eh? Yeah. Do you mind appearing in my blog? I'm walking up Yonge Street to take photographs of interesting places as I go.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
Sure, why not?
Yeah. I'll take a picture of you as well. Okay. I'll just get a bit closer. Yeah, I'll take the door itself. Yeah. Thanks.
Well, I hope it don't melt anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of work to do, isn't it? You had to shovel this stuff?
Oh, I had to shovel that entrance, this entrance.
Yeah. So what is this now? It's now a bar, right?
Yeah, nightclub.
Nightclub, yeah.
It's only Friday, Saturday, long weekends. It could be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah? Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So it's
Well,
nice.
I guess to make enough money just opening that time, right?
Oh, yeah. Good.
Okay, great.
Good, man.
Anyway, thanks.
Yeah.
Couple of nice houses here, right next to it. Maybe I'll just go across the road and get a shot. Yeah, I guess you can see some of the original brickwork where they've done some pretty heavy modifications there. Tighten up on that a bit. I'll just give you a shot across the road there. Don't want to look at me all the time. I'll just turn around and show you the front of those buildings again. Let's just take a quick look down here. It's the street. Isabella. I don't know if there's anything to see down here. Right. Somewhere called the Artful Dodger over the road. It says it's an Irish pub. I'll just get a shot of that. Another theatre coming up here. I think we saw a show called Rock of Ages here. called the CAA Theatre now, but at that time I think it was called the Panasonic Theatre. Okay, we're outside the theatre now. Imagine this was probably an old cinema. Doesn't look like it was constructed as a theatre. See if I can dart across the road here. Get a picture. Surprisingly, there's not much traffic today. Okay, there it is across the road. Building across the road there has actually got a date on it, AD 87. I presume they mean 1887.
I know in Europe we do the same thing.
Oh, interesting building over there. On the corner. Oh, it says 1905 on it. Oh, it might have been more recent. It said ER on it. So I think I'm going to head back now for the day. I'm just going to cross. Okay. Pick it up from here next time. Hi. Back in Lightroom, I thought I'd look up and find out what the strange frontage was on St. Joseph Street. In fact, it's the entrance to a condominium. So the condominium has been cleverly hidden behind some preserved facades of buildings both on Yonge Street and St. Joseph Street. So this is a picture of the entrance. You can see the two doors to the parking garage there. I didn't really notice that it was part of the condominium at the time. So the picture that I took of what's called the Wixon Social is in fact, so this is a bar that is sitting behind the facade of an old warehouse that was on this street. So they just preserved the front wall of the building, and behind it it's all new construction. I'll get back and show you a couple more pictures later that illustrate more the context of that building. One of the other pictures I took, this is on the corner of Yonge and St. Charles, and this building turns out to be an old postal station. So postal stations in Toronto, I think they've more or less all been closed now, and they've been centralized, I think, in a facility out in Mississauga or something. Anyway, that's why this building is so elaborate. Anyway, so getting back to this condominium on St. Charles Street. So this is looking down. This is looking south down Yonge Street. So you can see that more or less half a block of buildings with the really good-looking brickwork have actually been restored, or the frontages have been restored, and you can see the condominium sprouting out at the far right border of the photo. I think there's another picture here that maybe gives you a better view. There we go. So you can see there in the center of the frame then is the entrance to the condominium with the sculpture outside and the restored frontages. That one really illustrates that the old warehouse frontage, all they did was to preserve the front wall, and you can see the condominium building sprouting out of the top. It's just another picture of the frontages and the brickwork on Yonge Street that's been restored. I took a cut through from Yonge Street over to Church Street to get back to the car. This is a little park that's right on Church Street. Looks quite nice actually, with a mural on the wall there as well. A lot of people walking their dogs. Across the road from that there's an old Could have been two semi-detached houses by the look of it. Anyway, this has been turned into a themed bar, advertising itself as the nerdiest bar in Canada. Thought that was quite interesting. The last shot I have here is a couple of guys I was talking about to outside the bar there, and they asked me if I was going to be putting my vlog up on YouTube, and I said I was, so I thought I'd just include this shot of them just in case they happen to run across it on YouTube. Anyway, that's it. See you next time.